America calls itself the land of the free, the home of opportunity, and the global trendsetter. But what if I told you that Australia, that sunny country with kangaroos and beaches, might actually be doing some things better? From food rivalries to shocking inventions, from culture clashes to lifestyle choices, this battle isn't as one-sided as you think. So let's put these two giants head-to-head and see who really comes out on top. But before we dive in, I need to know, Team USA or Team Australia? Drop your country in the comments right now, and let's see who wins this battle. Let's start with something everyone cares about: food. In America, food isn't just food. It's a spectacle. We're talking burgers the size of your head, fries stacked in mountains, and pizza slices that practically fold in half under their own weight. Fast food chains like McDonald's, KFC, and Taco Bell have become so powerful that they've spread across the globe like an unstoppable wave. But here's where Australia fights back. You won't find Aussies eating burgers for breakfast, but you will find them eating something most Americans wouldn't dare to touch: Vegemite. Yeah, that salty brown spread that confuses foreigners but somehow keeps Australians loyal. Add in meat pies, fairy bread, lamingtons, and Tim Tams, and suddenly America's not looking so untouchable anymore. And here's the twist that shocks most people. While Americans pride themselves on Starbucks and Dunkin', Australians might actually be the true kings of coffee culture. In fact, Melbourne is considered one of the coffee capitals of the world. The cafe scene there is so competitive that Starbucks tried to take over and failed miserably. So when it comes to food, America brings the size and the global influence, but Australia brings the quality and creativity. One country fills you up, the other surprises you. If you had to choose right now, would you rather eat a giant American burger or sip on an Australian flat white? Drop your answer below. Here's where the contrast gets almost shocking. America is built on the hustle, long work hours, short vacations, and the constant pressure of the so-called American dream. People push harder, work longer, and sacrifice more in hopes of reaching success. It's no wonder Americans wear being busy like a badge of honor. But the question is, at what cost? Because over in Australia, things look very different. Australians are known for their laid-back, easygoing vibe, and it's not just a stereotype. Aussies enjoy more paid vacation days, shorter working weeks, and a culture that encourages balance. It's not uncommon for someone to leave work, head straight to the beach, and be surfing within the hour. Here's the kicker. Studies show Australians report higher life satisfaction than Americans, despite earning less on average. So while America is grinding toward financial success, Australia seems to be prioritizing happiness. So ask yourself this: would you rather grind 24/7 for a shot at the dream, or actually have time to live it? Comment below. Are you team work hard, play later, or team work-life balance now? I want to see where you stand. Sports aren't just games, they're identity. And here, both America and Australia bring some serious firepower. In America, sports are massive entertainment industries. The NFL dominates Sundays, the NBA is a global phenomenon, and baseball still clings to the title of America's pastime. These sports aren't just watched, they're celebrated like religion. Stadiums pack out, billions of dollars flow in, and athletes become larger-than-life icons. Now let's flip it. Australia's sporting culture might not have the same global dominance, but what it does have is passion. Cricket, rugby, and especially Aussie rules football, sports that may seem niche to outsiders, are treated with near-obsessive loyalty at home. And when it comes to the Olympics, that's where Australia punches above its weight. Despite a much smaller population, Aussies regularly crush the medal count in swimming, leaving much bigger countries stunned. Here's the moment that shocks most people. Australia has produced some of the world's most legendary athletes in disciplines America doesn't dominate. Think about it. A country with fewer people than California, yet it's one of the most feared competitors in global sports. So who wins? America's got the global spotlight, but Australia's got the underdog fire. Quick question. Would you rather score a touchdown in the Super Bowl or win gold at the Olympics? Let me know in the comments. When people think of innovation, the first image that comes to mind is often America's Silicon Valley. iPhones, Tesla cars, Google, and Netflix, all born in the US America, has a reputation for dreaming big, taking risks, and building global empires from ideas that once seemed impossible. But here's the twist. Australia quietly changed the world in ways you probably never realized. Ever used Wi-Fi? That's an Australian invention. The black box flight recorder, the device that helps solve mysteries after airplane crashes, also invented in Australia. And even Google Maps? Yep, created by a Danish-born Australian duo before being acquired by Google. Think about that. The very tech you're using right now to watch this video probably wouldn't exist without Australia. So while America is the flashy innovator that takes products global, Australia is the silent genius creating life-changing inventions behind the scenes. Hit the like button if you learned something new just now, because most people don't realize they literally owe their Wi-Fi to Australia. Here's where the divide becomes impossible to ignore. In America, education is world-class, if you can afford it. Universities like Harvard, MIT, and Stanford are household names, attracting students from all over the world. The problem? They come with a price tag so high most people graduate drowning in debt. Healthcare tells a similar story. America has cutting-edge hospitals, breakthrough surgeries, and some of the best doctors in the world. But again, there's a catch. It all comes at a cost. One accident, one unexpected illness, and suddenly a family could be hit with medical bills in the tens of thousands. Now look at Australia. Their universities don't carry the same elite branding, but they're far more affordable. And their Medicare system means healthcare is accessible to everyone without the fear of bankruptcy. Australians don't think twice about going to the doctor because the system is designed to take care of them. So it boils down to this. America has the prestige, but Australia has the accessibility. One country gives you the dream if you can pay for it. The other gives you security whether you can or not. Would you rather have prestige with a price tag or accessibility for all? Comment your choice below. I'm curious which side you fall on. When it comes to natural wonders, both countries feel like different planets. America is a showcase of extremes. You've got the Grand Canyon, a scar in the earth so massive it looks like another world. Yellowstone National Park with its geysers and bubbling hot springs that remind you the earth is alive under your feet. Alaska's icy wilderness, Hawaii's volcanic islands. America practically contains entire continents within its borders. But then you step into Australia, and it's a whole new level of wild. The Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral system on the planet, teeming with life and color. The vast outback, stretching farther than the eye can see, so empty it makes you feel small. And of course the animals, kangaroos, koalas, and yes, the deadly creatures. Snakes, spiders, jellyfish. Australia keeps you constantly on your toes. It's almost like this. America amazes you, Australia tests you. One country shows you beauty, the other challenges your survival instincts. So tell me, would you rather explore the Grand Canyon or dive into the Great Barrier Reef? Drop your choice in the comments. If you measure cultural influence, America is almost impossible to beat. Hollywood defines global cinema. From Marvel movies to chart-topping hits by Beyoncé or Drake, American entertainment dominates screens and speakers worldwide. Its influence is so massive, even people who've never stepped foot in the US grow up speaking American slang. But here's the surprise. Australia, with a fraction of America's population, punches way above its weight. Chris Hemsworth, Margot Robbie, Hugh Jackman, Kate Blanchett. Some of Hollywood's biggest stars are Australian exports. And in music, artists like Sia and Tones and I have exploded globally. Even in film, Australians aren't just starring. They're shaping the industry behind the scenes. Directors, producers, and writers from Australia play a huge role in Hollywood blockbusters. So while America might own the entertainment empire, Australia is like the secret weapon. Fewer people, but massive impact. Which country's entertainment do you consume more of daily? American or Australian? Be honest and comment below. Here's where things take a serious turn. In America, the idea of freedom is deeply tied to gun ownership. It's part of the Constitution, it's part of the culture, and it's fiercely defended. But here's the flip side. With that freedom comes higher risks. Stories of mass shootings, violent crime, and safety debates are regular headlines. And while many Americans feel safer being armed, others feel the opposite, living in constant worry. Now, Australia took a very different path. After one major tragedy in the 1990s, the government introduced some of the strictest gun laws in the world. The result? Gun violence plummeted, and mass shootings became virtually non-existent. For most Australians, safety isn't a political debate. It's just a given. So this raises the uncomfortable question: would you trade freedom for safety, or safety for freedom? Comment below. Would you rather live in a country with more personal freedom, or one with stricter rules, but safer streets? But crime and safety are only part of the bigger picture, because when you zoom out to the world stage, one country is a loud superpower, while the other plays the quiet strategist. Number 9. Global influence. On the global stage, America is impossible to ignore. It has the world's largest economy, one of the most powerful militaries, and a cultural influence that stretches into nearly every nation. American companies, American movies, American politics, love it or hate it, the US is always in the conversation. Australia, it doesn't flex its muscles the same way. Instead, it plays a quieter, smarter game. Positioned near Asia, it's a key player in regional politics, trade, and security. It doesn't dominate headlines like America does, but when it does act, the world listens. Think of it this way. America is the extrovert, loud, bold, and everywhere. Australia is the introvert, reserved but surprisingly influential when it speaks. Both approaches work, but in completely different ways. If you had to choose, would you rather your country be loud and dominant, or quiet but respected? Drop your answer below. But global power doesn't always equal personal happiness. And the next part of this showdown reveals something many people never expect. Number 10. Happiness and quality of life. Here's the category that really flips the script. America is famous for its opportunities. If you want to get rich, chase dreams, or build a business empire, the US is the place to be. But with that opportunity comes stress. Long work hours, expensive healthcare, and rising living costs mean that life in America can feel like a constant race you never quite win. Now compare that with Australia. Time and time again, surveys rank Australia among the happiest countries in the world. Why? It's not just the beaches or the weather. Australians report higher satisfaction with their work-life balance, healthcare, and safety. They might not have the world's biggest economy, but many say they feel like they're living a fuller, more balanced life. So here's the contrast. America might make you richer, but Australia might make you happier. Which one actually matters more? If you had to choose right now, money or happiness, which one wins for you? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm really curious where people stand. But happiness isn't the only twist in this story. Because when you look at all the categories side by side, the real winner might not be who you think. Now let's break it down. Food? America dominates with size and global reach, but Australia sneaks in with hidden gems like coffee culture. Work culture? America hustles, but Australia relaxes and wins on balance. Sports? America rules entertainment, but Australia shines as the underdog on the world stage. Inventions? America gets the fame, but Australia quietly gave us Wi-Fi and the black box. Healthcare and education? America has prestige, Australia has accessibility. Nature? America amazes, Australia tests your survival. Culture? America entertains the world, Australia punches far above its weight. Safety? America has freedom, Australia has peace of mind. Global power? America is loud, Australia is strategic. Happiness? America is rich, but Australia is happier. Here's the twist. There's no clear winner. The answer depends on what you value most. If you want ambition, opportunity, and global influence, America comes out on top. But if you want balance, safety, and happiness, Australia quietly wins. So tell me honestly, which matters more to you? Power and opportunity, or peace and balance? Drop your vote in the comments right now. And just when you think the story is over, there's one last truth we need to face. So who really does it better? America or Australia? If you've been paying attention, you know the answer isn't black and white. America is the bold dreamer, the global powerhouse that defines culture and opportunity. It's a country where ambition is limitless, but the cost of chasing that dream can be heavy. Australia, on the other hand, is the quiet achiever, laid back, balanced, and often underestimated. It may not scream as loudly on the world stage, but it delivers safety, happiness, and a lifestyle most people envy. The real winner? It depends on what you value. Do you crave the energy of America's hustle or the calm of Australia's balance? Do you want power or peace? Riches or happiness? Drop your final vote in the comments, Team USA or Team Australia, and tell me why. And if you enjoyed this battle, hit like and share this video with a friend so they can join the debate too. Let's settle this once and for all. Because in the end, this isn't just a battle between two countries. It's a mirror, showing us what we value most in life. And the truth is, the winner is the one you'd rather call home.